afternoon. You are tuning into UCSI Radio News with me, Jashin. Stay with us as we bring you the latest update on local and international news, sport highlight, and entertainment buzz. Let's get started with today's top story. Our top story today is that Sunway Group Mega Roadshow 2025 has wrapped up with a massive 60 million in sales. Spanning key cities and debuting in Singapore, the event saw huge success, especially with the Sunway Super App, which recorded 6.1 million in digital transactions, with prize worth 2 million, including an electric vehicle giveaway. The roadshow was a major highlight. Stay tuned for more.
Sunway Group has wrapped up its Sunway Mega Roadshow 2025, generating an impressive RM60 million in sales revenue under the theme The Next 50 Years and Beyond. Held from February 13 to March 2nd, it toured key cities in Malaysia and debuted in Singapore. A key highlight was that Sunway Super App recording RM6.1 million in digital transactions, 54,000 downloads and 24,000 new signups. The app, launched in 2023, connects users to Sunway's ecosystem with exclusive deals. The roadshow also featured a RM2 million prize pool, with one winner taking home an electric vehicle.
A Rottweiler attack in Bali has left 5 people injured, with victims now preparing legal action against the owner. The incident has reignited safety concerns, especially after a similar case in 2022. Authorities are investigating the case for negligence, while the 2 dogs have been euthanized. Let's take a closer look.
In Bali, victims of a vicious Rottweiler attack in Taman Desa Bidara, Kuala Ketil, are preparing to take legal action against the dog's owner. The attack, which left 5 people injured, has reignited concerns among residents, especially after a similar incident in 2022. One of the victims, 36-year-old Nur Naim Baharudin, confirmed that his family, including his mother, Khadija Abdullah, who was the first to be mauled, is pursuing legal action. Khadija suffered severe injury, including a torn scalp and a deep bite wounds, remains deeply traumatized. Local Rukun Tetangga chairman Abdulazim Abdul Hamid stated that the other victims are also considering legal action. The dogs first attacked Khadija.
A fatal crash on Jalan Bintulu Miri claimed the life of a lorry attendant and left 3 others injured. The lorry overturned after colliding with a car, crushing 36-year-old Derat Sugin. Firefighters responded quickly, but he was confirmed dead at the scene. Investigations are ongoing. Stay tuned for updates.
A tragic accident occurred 3rd of April on Jalan Bintulu Miri, near Ladang Tree, 76 km from Miri, Sarawak, when a car collided with a container lorry, resulting in 1 death and 3 injuries. The victim, identified as 36-year-old Derat Sugin, a lorry attendant, was crushed to death when the lorry, after grazing the car, crashed into a road divider and flipped onto its side. Firefighters were dispatched to the scene shortly after the emergency call. But despite efforts to remove the trapped victim, he was later confirmed dead. 2 others from the car and the lorry driver were taken to a nearby clinic by passers-by.
A gas pipeline explosion at Putra Highlands has disrupted natural gas supply, leading to a temporary shortage of Massimo bread. The Italian baker SDM PhD says repairs are underway, with supplies expected to stabilize soon. Customers are advised to stay updated via Massimo's social media. More details are at
Kuala Lumpur, April 3rd. Due to ongoing repairs, the supply of the liquefied natural gas have been temporarily suspended, potentially cause to short-term shortage for the Massimo batch. Italian baker Sanjan Bahar announced today that the gas pipeline explosion on the April 1st in the Putra Highlands and the forced to temporary suspensions of the gas supplies to the facility repair efforts. As a result, starting at the April 4th, Massimo's bread products may be experience temporary shortage in the market and until further notice. The company apologized for any inconvenience and appreciate public understanding and support. The company encourages customers to follow Massimo's social media page and for the latest updates. For inquiries, the public can contact the Massimo's customer service hotline at the 1800-226688.
A new AI image tool is taking the internet by storm. OpenAI Studio Ghibli Star Generator has gone viral, so much so that local sellers in Malaysia are offering affordable portraits for just $3. With global celebrities joining in, this trend is turning into a booming business. Let's take a closer look.
Petaling Jaya Apporters. OpenAI, the later image generation tool, have been taken to internet by storms. Thanks for the ability to create a Studio Ghibli style mini. The trend to quickly turned into the booming business. Malaysia online platform had now flopped in the service to offering AI generating Ghibli style portrait for just RM3 ringgit to RM5 ringgit per image. This is headed to many users who will be prefer no play for the ChatGPT Plus. Although OpenAI tools create to study image as to request to ChatGPT Plus subscriptions costing to USA to $20, around to RM to 88.74 ringgit per month. In contrast, local selection offered a much cheaper alternative at a price of a cup of the coffee. Since the OpenAI rose to tours on the March 26th, world leaders and the celebrities have jumped to the trends, sharing creating Ghibli style image and making an viral sensations.
A real festive phenomenon in. Stay tuned for more details.
April Fools. In 2033, Malaysia will be witness a world festival, the alignment for the two age celebration in 1 year, coincides with the Chinese New Year and Christmas. According to the Islamic calendar, the first Eid in 2033 will be falling to January, aligning with the Chinese New Year on the January 31st, creating a Kongsi Raya celebrations. The second Eid would be always counted last December, just take about for the Christmas on the December 25th, marking a year through with the back-to-back festival joys. If moved to 10 years early each year, due to the lunar calendars creating the rest double Eid every 33 years. The last custom to the 2000s, when the Eid was celebrated on the January 8th and the December 27th, close to Christmas. Similar festival overlap to happen to 2029, 2030, and 2031, where the wish is consistent with Chinese New Year. Meanwhile, Eid and Deepavali will be close together in 2037, 2038, and 2039.
And now we turn to a special report on AI impact on students and future jobs from Xing. From chatbot to automation, AI is transforming the way we study and work. But is it a game changer or a threat? Let's hear what experts and students have to say.
I'm Xing, and today we're diving into a topic that's shaping our future, artificial intelligence, and how it's impacting our students and future jobs. AI is everywhere from chatbots to automation, but is it a friend or a threat? Let's find it out.
AI is changing the student learns by offering the easier access to information, so making students easy to learn everything from it.
Yeah, because I think that AI let me student no need waste too much time for searching resources for doing the assignment, something like this.
AI helped me learn in more personalized, efficient, and engaging way.
Yeah, I have used ChatGPT and Grammarly. They help me to understand the topic and improve my writing. But I try to not depend on them.
Yeah, I use AI to improve my writing and research, but I'm mindful not to let them weaken my critical thinking.
Yes, I use the ChatGPT because it helps me to understand the topic and give me know what lecturer to say something like.
I think AI might be replace some of the job, but I believe that some of the job they still need human skills to work the jobs. So for me, I think both lah. It can be replaced and it cannot be replaced also.
A bit, but AI still takes over some tasks, but sometimes some jobs like creative and skills still need human.
Actually, I'm not worried about this because AI helps many data analysis and automated tasks, but it cannot to replace the human's capability and then the relationship building and the strategy decision making.
Yeah, I think should because that can make students after university graduate that can have practical experience for their job.
Yes, AI is used in all fields, so learning the basic to help everyone is not matter to the topic or the major.
Yes, I think in university they should provide the training for using the AI because nowadays every students are using the AI. So using AI is not that easy because somehow we need to write the questions to the AI so they can give us the appropriate answers for us. So I think providing this kind of learning skills is suitable for students.
I think it's critical thinking and corrective solution.
To stay competitive in an AI-driven world, I am developing critical thinking, adaptability, data analysis, and communication skill.
I think students need to learn how to use the AI, think creatively and solving the problem because that should also improve their communication and the teamwork. And also because AI cannot replace the human connection.
Whether AI is a threat or a tool depends on how we adapt to it. The key is to learn, innovate, and stay ahead. What do you think? Share your thoughts with us. I'm Xing-En and thank you for your tuning in.
A devastating 7.7 magnitude earthquake has struck Myanmar, leaving over 2,700 dead and thousands injured. Rescue teams are racing against time, but aftershock and military restrictions are slowing aid efforts. With collapsed buildings, stranded survivors, and limited relief, the crisis is far from over. Stay tuned for more updates.
Buildings in Myanmar continue to collapse after a devastating 7.7 magnitude earthquake rocked the country, killing over 2,700 people and injuring thousands more. Rescue teams are racing against time, pulling survivors from the rubble, including a man miraculously found alive after more than 100 hours. However, aftershock are worsening conditions, with hotels in Mandalay collapsing. Many residents are too afraid to return home, sleeping in streets and parks as aid efforts struggle to reach affected areas. Human rights groups warn the military restrictions are slowing relief operations. Meanwhile, Myanmar's ruling junta has faced criticism for limited access to some disaster zones. Two international teams, including China, Russia, and India, are providing assistance. A major rebel Ubaya has declared a temporary ceasefire to air rescue efforts, urging swift humanitarian response. But less than 5% of required funding received, aid workers stress that more help is urgently needed.
Regina Giuffre, the woman who accused Prince Andrew of sexual abuse, is in serious condition after a car crash in Australia. Initially described as minor, her condition wasn't, leading to hospitalization. Giuffre previously settled with the Duke of York in 2022 over her abuse claims. Stay tuned for more updates.
Regina Giuffre, the woman who accused Prince Andrew of sexual abuse and was a key figure in the Jeffrey Epstein case, is in serious condition in an Australian hospital after a car crash involving a school bus. Giuffre posted a photo of herself in hospital bed, saying she had gone into kidney failure. However, Australian police described the crash as minor, with no reported injuries at the time. Her family now says she was hurt but initially returned home before her condition worsened, leading to hospitalization. Police say the accident occurred near Perth on March 24, with a bus driver filing a report later. Giuffre previously reached a settlement with Prince Andrew in 2022 after alleging he abused her when she was 17. The Duke of York has consistently denied the claims.
A groundbreaking cancer treatment, hysteroscopy, is set to be tried in Singapore starting in 2025. Using ultrasound and bubbles, it promises a non-invasive way to destroy tumors. With 12 million in funding, the trial will focus on liver cancer patients, with plans to expand to kidney and pancreatic cancer. Stay tuned for more updates on this promising treatment.
A new cancer treatment called histotripsy is coming to Singapore. It uses ultrasound and bubbles to destroy tumor cells without surgery or radiation. The trial will start in the second half of 2025, focusing on liver cancer patients. The Lee Ka-shing Foundation and Temasek Trust have donated $12 million for the trial, which will take place at 2 cancer centers in Singapore. The treatment will eventually be tested for kidney and pancreatic cancers too. Histotripsy has already been used in US to treat over 1,000 patients. The procedure only takes 4 minutes and patient can go home the same day. While it shows promise, more research is needed to understand its long-term effect and potential.
China conduct military drills near Taiwan, escalating tensions in the region. The exercise, including missile attacks and naval blockades, has sparked concern from Taiwan and the US, with both calling the action dangerous. Is this a sign of further aggression? Stay tuned for more updates.
China's military held war drills near Taiwan on 2nd of April 2025. The exercise called Straight Thunder 2025A included missile attacks, blockade drills, and Navy Air Force training. China fired rockets into the East China Sea and used its Shandong aircraft carrier for training. The goal was to practice controlling important areas and attacking key targets. Taiwan called the drills dangerous and aggressive, saying they threaten peace. The United States also criticized China, saying it is using military threats to increase tensions. China sees Taiwan as its own and has been sending more warships and planes near the island. Experts think these drills might be practiced for a real attack in the future. More exercises called Straight Thunder 2025B may happen later this year.
Nikola Jokic made history with a 61-point triple-double, the highest ever in NBA history. But despite his dominance, the Nuggets fell 140 vs 139 in double OT to the Timberwolves. With the playoffs approaching, can Denver bounce back? Stay tuned for more. At Denver, Nikola Jokic delivered a record-breaking performance on April 1, scoring 61 points, grabbing 10 rebounds and dishing 10 assists in a historic triple-double. However, his efforts were not enough to secure a win as a Denver Nuggets fell 140 vs 139 to the Minnesota Timberwolves in a double overtime.
An incredible season.
61 points have been marked the highest scoring triple-double in NBA history and sets a new career high for the 3-time NBA MVP. It also stands as the highest individual point total by any player this season. Despite Jokic's dominance, Minnesota edged out the victory in a thrilling contest, adding to the intensity of the Western Conference playoff race. Arsenal suffers a major blow as Gabriel is ruled out for the season after hamstring surgery. Well, with a title race ahead, Arteta must rethink his defense. Can Arsenal stay strong without him? Stay tuned for more updates. At London, Arsenal defender Gabriel will miss the rest of the season after undergoing hamstring surgery, the Premier League Cup confirmed on Thursday. This comes as a major setback for Mikel Arteta's sides as they push for the strong finish. The 27-year-old Brazilian suffered the injury early in Arsenal's 2-1 victory over Fulham on April 1 and was immediately substituted after limping off. With Gabriel sidelined, Arteta faced a defensive reshuffle as Arsenal aims to maintain their title challenge. More updates on his recovery are expected in the coming weeks. The United Kingdom is set to host the 2035 Women's World Cup, marking a historic moment for women's football with a joint bid from England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland and FIFA rotation rules favoring Europe. The UK is on track to host the tournament. Can this inspire the next generation of footballers? Stay tuned for more updates.
The United Kingdom is set to host the 2035 Women's World Cup as the only valid bidder, according to FIFA President Gianni Infantino. England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland submitted a joint bid in March, making them the clear frontrunners. With FIFA's rotation rules favor Europe and Africa for 2035, the UK's bid is now on a clear path to hosting. Scottish and Irish FA leaders endorsed the assignment, highlighting the opportunity to inspire future generations for women's footballers. England manager Serena Wilmot also welcomed the bid, citing the success of the 2022 Euro in growing the game. The Final Four on the host nation will take place in 2026, but if confirmed, it will mark the first World Cup on UK soil since England hosted the men's tournament in 1966.
Earthquake has struck Myanmar, leaving over 2,070 think.
British actor and comedian Russell Brand has been formally charged with rape, indecent assault, overt rape, and sexual assault in connection with allegations from 4 women dating between 1999 and 2005. The 50-year-old, one a major media figure and former husband of pop star Katy Perry, was a regular on British screen during that time. Brand has denied all allegations since they first surfaced in 2023, insisting that all of his past relationships were consensual. He is expected to appear in court on 2nd of May for a preliminary hearing. Police have confirmed that the investigation remains ongoing and are encouraging anyone with information to come forward.
Arsenal suffers a major blows as Gabriel is ruled out for the seasons. Stay tuned for more updates.
American actor Val Kilmer, best known for his role in Top Gun, Batman Forever and as Jim Morrison in The Doors, has passed away at 65 from pneumonia. His daughter Mercedes confirmed. Kilmer has been diagnosed with throat cancer in 2014 but later recovered. He gained fame for his breakout role as Iceman in Top Gun and went on to star in many films. Through his career faced up and down in the 2000s, he made a comeback in the 2010 with a successful sex show. Sadly, his health declined due to cancer. Kilmer returned to the screen in 2021, reprising his Iceman role in Top Gun Maverick before his passing.
Kim So-hoon's cheerful press conference has sparked backlash, with many questioning his security. Critics say he avoided key accusations, and new footage allegedly linking him to Kim So-hoon as a minor has only first doubts. Could this controversy jeopardize his career? Let's take a look.
Korean actor Kim So-hoon's recent press conference meant to clear his name has instead drawn heavy criticism. Many found his emotional display insincere and unconvincing, as he denied dating the late Kim Se-ron when she was a minor or playing any role in her struggles. Experts say Kim So-hoon did not clearly answer the accusations against him. Criminal profiler Bae Sang-hoon felt that Kim was avoiding the main issues, while lawyer Lee Dong-hoon said he focused too much on his emotions instead of giving clear answers. Many people on social media also doubted his sincerity, with some saying he was acting rather than truly apologizing. Shortly after the conference, the YouTube channel Overlap released footage allegedly showing Kim So-hoon and Kim Se-ron together when she was underage. This has further fueled public doubts, leaving Kim's reputation and career in jeopardy.
Exam season is here at UCSI University, and students are deep in revision mode. From tracking to subjects to managing stress and finding the best study spots, how are they coping as the pressure builds? Reporting live from campus, here is Wenqi with more on how students are preparing to ace their finals. Over to you.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Wenqi, reporting live for the UCSI University, and the exam season approaches. And then the full preparation mode. They can manage the times and handling the stress, and then they can perform their best and let us to. Hey, Keegan, can I interview you? My first question is like, do you have the study routine and the more your last minute?
Yes, I will say that I am someone who spends time at last minute, which is usually how I work with. I usually work last minute. I work under pressure, best under pressure. But at the same time, preparing ahead is always good because I get a more efficient and effective outcome.
And then you prefer to study or do study wrongly?
So I prefer studying on my own usually because that's when I focus best. When I study in groups, I get distracted and I want to chit chat with everyone. But I think in the right mindset, in the right workings of my mind, I could work in a group.
Very good lah. So, in what's the challenging subject for you, and how are you taking it challenging subject for your this semester?
I think because I took this course, knowing that I was going to be able to do it, I didn't really think about whether it was going to be difficult or easy. I just know that I want to do it, and if I'm passionate about it, I will work hard to understand it, to make it as enjoyable to study as I expected it to be. And I will, yeah, I think these hard work, it all pays off if I actually just put in the effort.
And the next is, how do you balance your time between studying or taking the break, like enjoying your life in the exam?
Okay, now, like I said, I'm not one who plans, so I don't really create a schedule for myself. I study when I want to study and I break when I want to break. So I am someone who follows the flow. I go as I go along, and if I'm in the mood to study, I will study and I can study well. And if I am not in the mood to study, but I still study, it might not work that often. So I just follow my mood.
What are you best tip for the students for studying for revision?
Again?
What your best tip for the student who was strategizing in the revisions?
I think my best tip is to work in your own pace. Don't try to keep up with your friends. You know, whether you might think that they might be better or than you, or you might be worse than them. Always make sure to follow your own pace, do it your own way, and eventually it'll work out whether you expect it to be a certain way or not. It will work out. I think it'll work out.
And then if you could give a piece for advice for first year students for the exam, what would be the such advice?
Okay, I think if I were to give tips for people for their exams, it would be to do a lot of revision in their own pace, like I said. But also to remember that exams are very integral because they're one-time things that you can't redo. So to work hard in your own way and yeah, do it well.
And then the insecure for the Keegan, and then the own way to taking some exam for group study, and then focus the time management for your age, for your wish, and balance your life. And then just you study, you just like follow your heart, and then you want to study more, and then you want to eat more, and then eat more. For your life, you want to balance lah. For your exam, what is take.
That wraps up our news for today. From local update to international headlines, sports highlight and entertainment buzz, we have covered it all. Stay informed and stay safe. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.